so expensive.
Nice.
Prophet?
Sir.
Picked a better time to come to Enderal. Recently, the Order has started to let pathless ones and people from the Undercity become keepers. So much for tradition and values.
War after all these centuries. What has this world come to?
Outlander, what are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know.
Now look at that, the controversial recruit. So, how are you?
Fine, I guess. Why are you asking?
Oh, just because.
Oh, I see.
Then see you around, pal. And, looks like you could use it.
Yes, of course. Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Hello.
Malfash's blessings.
Yeah, I did. Why do you ask? That's a good question. Well, I guess that depends. And yeah, I don't eat God's tongue for breakfast, but it was always enough for a roof over my head when I wanted. Now, aren't you inquisitive? Let me think. What am I, a traveling tome? There are the great bazaars, the palaces of the merchant lord. Oof. Different. It's the customer's fault. It's bizarre, isn't it? But over there, it's common practice. Yeah, it is. There's this fog everywhere, and with every step you take, you have to be careful the swamps don't get the better of you.
Roast pork.
But of course, that's also what makes it exciting. Well, what should I think about it? It starts getting really ugly. Even if Nerim manages to only get one. Plus, most soldiers of the city guard have never used their weapons on anything else than training dummies, while the Nerimese have been hardened by 2 decades of civil war. I truly hope this Korak comes to senses. Somehow.
Kiraj, what? Why? What have you done? Watch your tongue, Shari. Be glad that the blood is already dry, or else you'd be nothing but a pile of bones by now. Forgive me. I just can't believe it. Anyone but Lishari? Yes, I know, Nea. But she was a good woman. We both know that we're not involved in this. So please tell me why you and Lishari wanted to meet up here? Were the two of you close? It's been a while since there was a man at Lishari's side. So why? What? Then this bastard got wind of it. Oh, Kirash, Lishari, why the secrecy? Maybe the murderer has left a clue. We have to search. What's this? Let me see. Yes! This could be our clue. No, certainly not. But come to think about it, it doesn't really help us either. There are so many dust addicts in Ark, it would take years just to count them. Oh, by the name of the sun, I will inform the Order. Yes, you do that. But come back to the temple as soon as you're finished, alright? The Archmagister has found something out about those sources we need for the beacon, even though he paid a high price for it.
That's just how they are.
She-Ra.
Hello.
Be careful, my sir. The streets aren't safe at this hour.
Walk west. We always go too easy on this gun.
I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do. The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do. Yes.
Brother, luck blessed. How are things?
Greetings. Okay, I suppose. This machine really is a science in itself.
How's that?
Well, let alone the metal, it seems to be some kind of...
Oh, hey.
This just doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Is it now?
Yes, the Prophet.
Ah, if it isn't the Prophet. What's wrong? You look troubled. I know. Shah Rim has already told me. I hardly knew her, but it's horrible. Different ideologies or not, she was a fine young mage, and her knowledge of the Pyreans was impressive. We need to find the ones who did this, and fast. But you probably already know that. Thank Malphus we just had a breakthrough with the beacon. At least as far as the sockets go, yes. In the old tablets you found in old Dothugrat, there's talk of black embers, which are supposed to be some kind of energy supply for the machine. This is what we've been asking ourselves over the past few weeks, and then it fell like pelt from our eyes. The Pyreans were talking about the Black Pearls. Old jewels, sometimes known as Blackstones. They appeared for the first time in the Golden Era, and every self-important noble literally fought to get one in his possession. Apparently they originated from Stormwind, the old city in the heart of Arctwind. They changed owners for decades, sometimes by violence, sometimes by gold. The whole thing only stopped when the owners took note of an undesirable side effect, if you like. No, at least not with any known magic, and that's what's so strange about it. Nevertheless, all of their owners eventually shared the same fate. Countess Katua from Nerim, for example, whose castle burnt down to its foundations. According to a survivor of this tragedy, she was to blame for that. He claimed that he saw her the night it happened, laughing hysterically and dancing in the dining room and summoning waves of fire all around her. She was not previously known to have any magical talent in her. Correct. Plus, all of them eventually showed similar symptoms of delusion, like those possessed by the Red Madness do. A peculiar coincidence, if you ask me. Not quite. They
tried to get rid of it, or lock it up somewhere safe, and eventually they fell into oblivion. Tell him your theory, Archmagister.
Yes, of course. We believe that the stones carry energy, pure, uncontrolled magic, and that the High Ones use them for their own purposes. Correct. The pearls' magic make their owners powerful, but the High Ones befoul them, so to speak. Like a poisoned potion. I know it sounds odd, but the parallels are too striking to ignore. The red shimmer in the victim's eyes, the slow descent into madness, and ultimately this irrational, destructive act of violence. That's what we thought too, but it seems that we were wrong. Maybe the High Ones never leave our planes at all, even after the cleansing. Maybe they are even part of this world, just like the tides or the elements. And the death of the gods is only what really sets them rolling, so to speak. That's a question I've been asking myself since we first learned of the cycle. Who knows? Maybe they like for us to suffer. Or maybe they see us as we see ants, whose lives simply mean nothing. Or maybe the very concept of intentions is meaningless to them. That's what we think, yes. Nothing else in this world possesses that much raw power.
Which is why you will find them for us. No, because we know what we are dealing with, unlike those who fell victim to the stones. Imagine them as a powerful, magical sword. A fool won't know how to wield it and will eventually cut himself with it. A seasoned warrior, however, can use its power for his purposes. Which doesn't mean, however, that we will be careless with them. What we need is their energy, and once we have transferred that to the beacon, their shells will be useless to the High Ones.
Correct.
That's right. But we don't need all of them. The beacon has 3 sockets, and that is how many of the stones we will acquire. Archmagister.
I studied the history of the pearls as a young arcanist, and I think that my notes might give you some hints as to where you should start looking. Give me until tomorrow. By then I will have prepared the relevant excerpts. Just come to me whenever you have questions.
I take it you have already noticed this, but Nerimi's troops are roaming our land and building outposts, and the Red Madness is also getting worse as we speak. Now go, Prophet. The sooner we find these stones, the better.
One day, Nea. One day. Is it now? Remind me not to burst into tears.
A machine that can dash these pilots. The mysteries of this world are endless, aren't they? Prophet?
What, are you asking me to teach you? From... Shh, don't talk so loud. Sinistra, it's the mightiest. That is mostly due to the kind of eventuality. An able entropist. This is also why only both of the latter rather undesirable. A thaumaturgist is able to alter... he can also boost his own bodily capability. Elementarism. A good elementarist is able to realize eventually a very aggressive and powerful school, as you can imagine. Most arcanists favor it above others.
they would for the shards of this sigil stone. I didn't think I would ever say this, but thank you.
What?
Yes? Is it important?
This is madness.
But we... People dying because you were too stubborn to even consider a truce. Something happened to you over there. Willet, you act so aloof, so infallible, even towards Natara and me.
Have you been snorting, Torek?
What? No,
Listen to me. I know what you do in your own quarters. It is pathetic, but I tolerate it. But to come here, having shot up with that rubbish and throwing accusations at me, it is degrading. And it does not do justice to the man you actually are.
But...
Go, get some sleep. We will talk once you are yourself again. Prophet. What? Really? Provided this is true, and that also means that whoever granted us our powers and our purpose isn't an enemy of the High Ones, but a neutral party. Possibly. But we will find out all about that once we've taken care of the High Ones. Now, with the Nerimes against us, too, there's only one thing that matters. Resolve. Yes? I have been told it is a great loss for our cause. You were the one who found her, weren't you? Why was she in the tavern? And how did you know where to find her? And she did not say anything else? That was foolish. Here in the temple, the murderer would not have had such an easy time. And whatever it was she found out, she took it to the... I will ensure that she gets a proper funeral. Commander Aaron will take care of the investigation.
You're the one they call the Prophet. Congratulations on passing.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. Greetings.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day. Watch yourself.
I didn't think I'd see you back on the streets so early.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you all over the city. The commander wants to see you.
Commander Aaron, you mean? Why?
Nothing to be scared of, I'm sure. At least it didn't sound
That's
like it
just
was,
how it is.
Just report to her after the next muster, alright?
Huh. Alright, will do. Thanks for telling me.
Don't mention it. Take care of yourself, boy.
Yes?
Yes? Yes?
Yes?
What? Did you say something? No, I'm perfectly fine. This is a grave, and I'm kneeling in front of it. I couldn't be better. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. My sister, Gadia, I don't know if you've heard about it, but there was this incident in the temple. The Red Madness. And you've heard about it. My sister, she was a novice, just as I am. And she... You know, she met this boy. He was only of the manufacturer's path, and neither our parents nor the Holy Order would have approved. She wanted to leave the city with him, travel the lands, just like in the bard songs. I called her a fool. I told her that it was our path to serve the Order, and that leaving here would be a sin. 3 days later it happened. She sat in the first row in Europe. You know. You say it as if it were far-fetched. But it is my fault. Without me, she would be with that boy in Dunville, building a new life. It is my fault she was in the lecture that day. No matter how I twist and turn it, this is how it is. If there is one. Anyway, I should go back to the temple. Thank you for your words. Walk left.
Well met.
Our ancient world seemed newborn in his eyes.
Yes. Yes, that just might work.
A path of his own, and he strayed in the void as a wayward wanderer.
Congratulations on passing the test.
Dreams that he sought in the deep red afterglow were
This doesn't make any sense. Why can't it ever be easy? Walk blessed.
Of course, her sister. I completely forgot. Oh, Hero, you damned old fool. I guess I should be lenient with her. Here, I think I owe you this for your time. Now, excuse me. We have a lot to do here.
He had lived his whole life
What?
empty skies when a little